Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Luther. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Birthday. Happy birthday to you. Wow, that was a professional singing. Happy birthday, Luther. That was a professional singing by Mike Morno and his wife Jean. This is the birthday, and we paid tribute to Luther Brown today. And I got a few things I just remembered about Luther. Number one, when I was pastoring up there in Owego, 1986 came along, and Luther said, let's put a scope on that shotgun of yours. We put a scope on. He wanted me to go hunting. I wasn't much into hunting, but I did get a deer, and I remember calling Luther up eventually, and he helped me skin it out, showed me how to do it. I can remember that. But there's something else I remember, several things really. Number one, when Luther invited me to go hunting behind his house one time, and all of a sudden, it wasn't long after I heard a shot go off, and lo and behold, I hear a yell from the doorway. He got one, and that was Liana. And Luther is pulling up this deer out the mountain like the 20 mule team borax mules would pour that cart there. And I said to myself, I made a mental note that day, and I said, that guy is one strong guy, never mess with Luther Brown. There was another time, too, that we were in the back woods there of the house, and he had a 22, and he took out the 22, and he threw a box, empty box down of a 22 box, and he riddled that box, made that box dance right across the ground. I can remember it to this day, and I made a mental note that day, too, and it was never try and get in a gunfight with Luther Brown because you're going to lose. Most of all, I remember about Luther was the wonderful friend, and not only that, faithful man of God that he was and is. And how he would certainly be an encouragement to me, my wife, along with his wife, Liana, lovely lady. Luther, we just want to wish you the best 90th birthday you could ever have in your entire life. Matter of fact, it'll be the only 90th birthday you'll have. But we want to wish you both, Jean and I, a very happy birthday, and this amateur video that we've had a lot of fun making, to say the least. God bless you. God bless Liana. God bless your whole family there.
God bless you.
You have a wonderful, wonderful birthday, my friend.
We love you.
We love you guys. God bless. Bye.
Luther, I heard you're having another birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Luther. You're one of our favorites.
And what's more, I heard it's 90 this year.
Wow. You sure look good for a 90-year-old.
And you know something, Luther, as I'm thinking back, you made the West a lot safer with all your work on avionics and weapon systems years ago with IBM. I remember some of those stories and what you were doing that you could tell me about, and then I knew there was other things you couldn't talk to me about. So I really thank you for all that work, because it probably kept us a lot safer.
And I'm so happy that you chose yourself a really good-looking gal named Liana, because she is one good-looking chica.
That's the truth.
Oh boy, we have loved both of you. You are one smashing couple.
So we hope this is a wonderful, grand day for you, and we wish we could be there, but it's just not possible right now.
Happy birthday. Feliz cumpleaños.
What she said.
Brother Luther, happy birthday. I hope you have a wonderful day. You've been a real inspiration to me, and I just wanted you to know how much I appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you're able to still do a little hunting. I still have the M1 Quran that you fixed for me. is a prized possession. And every time I look at it, it reminds me of you, your testimony, and your influence on people's lives. God bless you, and have a great birthday.
Hello, Luther. I sure wish I could be there for your 90th birthday celebration. Unfortunately, I'm over here in Ukraine, a little far to go commute for a birthday party, but I want to wish you all the best and thank you so much for yours and Liana's friendship and all the support that you've given me over the years. Pray that you have a wonderful celebration, and may you have many, many more. May God bless you in everything that you say and do. Love you, brother. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Hi, Uncle Luther. I understand you're having a birthday, the 90th. That's super. Happy to be part of it. I want to tell you that I love you. And I want to relate a little story, something that you did for me. 20 years ago, when Connie and I got married, you gave me this flashlight. It's the first LED flashlight that I've ever seen in my life. I still have it. It still works. Every time I see it, I think of you. Have a wonderful, wonderful birthday. Love you. Take care.
Hi, Uncle Luther. Happy birthday. I wanted to share a fun memory with you. I was pretty young the first time I got a peek inside your trunk, and I remember seeing sandbags and a shovel, which was pretty impressive. But the gas mask, wow, I had never seen one before, and I thought that was pretty impressive. But it also taught me something that I didn't fully realize at the time. You had looked down the road, seen the worst possible scenario, made preparations, but you didn't let that affect you after that. You were always calm, always completely confident, and I remember as a child thinking, Uncle Luther knows all kinds of top secret stuff, and if he's calm, then everything must be okay in this great big, sometimes scary world. So I wanted to thank you for that, because some of that I have carried over as a captain. Part of my job is to be prepared for the worst case scenario, but that's not how I live. I live as though it's all going to be fine, and that lets me enjoy my time with the students and out on the river. So thank you for that lesson, and happy birthday. We love you. Bye-bye.
Hello, Luther. Your birthday is next week, and I wish you God's blessing for the future and for many more years, and healthy one especially. Every time we came, Arthur and I, we came to see you, you stood at the door and smiled at us and really made us feel welcome. And then we are sitting at the scrumptious meal that Liana prepared, and you pulled out all your jokes and wanted to trick me into believing every one of them. And of course, I saw right through you, because you couldn't stop smiling, and then I know it was never the truth, it was always a joke. And Arthur really enjoyed being there. He wanted to be with both of you all the time. Every Sunday he was asking, or in the afternoon, he was asking, why can't we go to the Browns again? Why can't we go to Luther and Liana again? Well, I told him that it's so far away and so on. But we had a wonderful time. I had a wonderful time being with you, Luther and Liana, and it was always like a vacation coming to your house. We really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed myself very much. And we had a great time, and all that delicious food, and all these funny jokes, Luther. And you are a great brother-in-law. Did you know that? You are really great, wonderful, smiling brother-in-law. And what would I do without you? You know, that would be a tough life, living here with you without you being there. Thank you for everything that you have done for me and for our family. I love you very much for it.
Howdy, Pilgrim. Happy birthday, Luther. You've been a close friend and a good friend for many years. I just thank you for your friendship, for all the help you gave me with the guns that I've tried and they broke, guns that I shot, guns I had problems with. I always enjoyed coming over your house for you to show me how to repair them or leave them with you. It's been quite a run. And I haven't been drinking, Luther. It's just my dentures are loose. But I want to thank you for all the memories. Even though when I came over, we'd be laughing about a situation, and you always had that a kind of quiet smile laugh. It was always really a pleasure to be with you. I thank you for the help that you've given me on repairing guns, trying to teach me how to do things. But I could never measure up even 1% of what you know. And if I knew 1%, I'd be 100% better than any of these guys that are around here now. But I can remember days that I would be worried about something, about a gun, and you'd say, don't worry about it, I'll take care of it. I know how to do it. So, in the long run, I benefited more by knowing you than you me. Now, of course, I have cut your hair, and for probably 35, 40 years. And always enjoyed being with you, trying to get those waves to straighten out on your head. But, as you can see, my hair color changed a little bit. So, I just want to wish you a happy birthday. And just to let you know, anybody comes in my shop over 85 years old, I ask them to pay me in advance, just in case. But with you, Luther, I just want to wish you a happy birthday. And I always want to let you know one thing. Your friendship was just priceless. And I want everyone listening to this video to know that no matter what happens, I've always kept Luther Brown very, very close to my heart. Happy birthday, Luther. See you soon. Bye.
Happy birthday, Mr. Brown. Ooh, I hope his wife will make him a German chocolate cake.
Ooh, I don't know. Maybe if he's special. I know she made me one every year for my birthday.
We hope you stay safe and healthy and come visit us in North Carolina.
Bye.
Happy birthday to my dear friend Luther E. Brown. Well, you finally reached the age of dirt. And I know that I'm only supposed to be brief with this, but on this occasion, how can I be brief? I wish to say one thing about our truly remarkable friendship, Luther. We were two people so different, yet so close. From the first day we met in IBM Owego on a cold and wintry day, to all of our occasions that we have been together, and our families have been together, our love is so special. Our talents were driven by yet strong in our educated disciplines, but strong in everything that we did. I, however, let my what-ifs put you to your famous, couldn't we do it differently? The quiet and gentle exchange had pulled me aside that cold winter's day and said, "You have now met your fourth brother, and accordingly, our paths will forever be entwined. And indeed, God's declaration is without blemish. And how fortunate Natalie and I are to be a part of your family."
Well, howdy there, partner. It's the Soniers from Louisiana wishing Luther a happy 90th birthday. According to the Wild Wild West, Mr. John Wayne, he's got a few quotes that I'd like to read to you. A goal, a love, and a dream give you total control over your body and your life. And a man's got to do what a man's got to do. I suppose My best attribute, if you want to call it that, is sincerity. I can sell sincerity because it is the way I am. Well, Luther, so we wish you a very, very happy 90th birthday. Celebrate with your family and your friends for your wonderful life. Happy birthday, Luther. Bye.
Hello, Mr. Luther Brown. Oh, buddy, I sure would love to see you today. I miss you so much. You're one of the finest people I've ever known in my life. And just be great if I could see you. But I know one thing for sure. If I don't see you on this earth, I'll see you in heaven. And we can sit down and talk a long time then. And it'll just be great when we get there, all get there. I hope you and your family are all safe. Luann and I are trying to keep safe and this virus is going, and maybe we'll all make it there. We hope with God's help. And I just wanted to send this to you. Wish you a happy, happy birthday. Hope this is the best one ever. And I tell you that I love you. I love your whole family. Hope everybody's doing well. Me and Luann are doing okay for old folks. And I just really do miss you. I want to tell you, the last plane ride I took was with you. And it was a great experience. I remember you let me fly the plane some, and I was very nervous about it, but at least it was a great experience, and I certainly enjoyed myself that afternoon, and I'll never forget it, old buddy, and never forget you for sure. And like I say, I just wish you a happy, happy birthday, and may God bless you and your family. And I hope to see you one of these old days, which I know I will. I'm not here in glory. I'll see you. And love you so much. And you're one of the finest people I've ever known in my life. And I just wanted to tell you these things. And again, I wish you a happy birthday, old buddy. And I don't know what else to tell you except that I love you. And if you'd like to, you can call me sometimes. My area code is 850-584-2319, and I'd love to hear you. You can call me Collect if you'd like. That'd be fine with me. And I love you, brother. Love your whole family. Take care of yourself. Happy birthday again. Bye-bye.
Dear Luther, this is your friend Linas talking to you from Baltic Sea shore, from Karkle. I wish you very happy birthday. I am very happy to know you. So calm, so gentle, and so wise man I never met before. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you for all what you have done for us with Natalia. We wish you good health and long, long years.
Hello, Luther. I remember very good time in your home in Florida. Thank you for your hospitality. I wish you happy birthday and God bless you and Liana.
Morning, Luther. I got an email from Melanie. I was asked to share some memories of my life with you and my exposure to you. And as I thought about it, I think that every time I've ever had to deal with you has become a new and exciting memory. The good thing about it is most of the memories are the same. We hunt, and the memory starts actually in your original driveway, where the suitcase that was wrapped in plastic, the cardboard box that was wrapped in plastic, something else that was wrapped in plastic, your survival belt that wasn't wrapped in plastic, all made it into the back of the truck. Along with that, one of the greatest memories I have is you hunt with a rifle that's actually older than I am, topped by a scope that's almost as old as I am. So those are good memories, and that's where it starts. I have the memories of the ride up to Three Lakes, where it's not complete if we don't discuss aviation, the NRA recommendations versus law enforcement recommendations for firearms and use of force, good churches and bad churches, good pastors and bad pastors, and always, always, always traditional church music versus contemporary church music. So those are some of the best, because after we get there, we go into the field. And as far as a great memory, I think the one that stands out is when we first started hunting at Three Lakes. I would have a tree stand, Roger would have a tree stand, Adam would have a tree stand. Luther would have that old rifle with the almost as old scope and his three-legged seat. I would go up a tree, Roger would go up a tree, Apollo would go up a tree, Adam would go up a tree. Everybody was up a tree except my friend Luther. Luther would be sitting behind a fallen over tree. A couple hours later, hear this loud crack. The only guy who didn't have a tree stand, who did not have the newest of new rifles, got his deer. Great memories. You did it a couple times successfully. So those are my memories of you. I said they've always been interesting conversations, and they've always been enjoyable times. I said as far as a funny memory, and you know, Luther, I love you dearly, but you're an engineer, and I can't really find much humor in discussing the square root of the cosine of 7. So just can't do it. But there is one funny incident that I do remember. It always brings a little chuckle to me. In that we were hunting one year on Mr. Denman's property. You were in the back of the property. I was toward the front. And I hear a shot. I never saw a deer. I go up to check it. Luther, you shot that turkey. 135 yards paced out. No damage to the meat. Hit him just above the chest, just below the head. Dead when it hit the ground. And then you made the most profound statement that I have ever heard come from your lips. Do you know if turkey is in season? So I said, I didn't know, but we didn't get stopped. We didn't get a ticket, so I guess it was in season, because it's only illegal if you get caught. So a great memory every time I go by Denman's property. Melanie in her email said to bring up some of the impact that you've had on my life. And my impact is that when I look back, I see your impact on not just mine, but everybody that I shared you with. Again, going back to hunting, when I see Adam's friends. Oh, hi, you're Adam's stepfather. How's Luther? I said, Donovan asks about you all the time. Kids whose names I can't remember, Luther, they always ask how you're doing. I said, memorable conversations, so many things about you. But I think the greatest impact that I've seen in you is your faith. I see it when you proudly talk about the success of your children and your faithful values and their growth in faith. I see it repeatedly in your relationship with Mrs. Brown, on how you're so proud of, not of her faith, in that You can brag about the impact that she has had on other people of faith through her book signings. How you can brag about how other peoples of faith have impacted her and then subsequently you through their sharing their faith. I said, and I see you as that faithful man. I said, what I appreciate about you and your faith impact on my life is our conversations going up and coming back, in that you never quoted book, chapter, and verse in our conversations, but you always got a scriptural message across. And then again, because I don't know book, chapter, and verse, I have always seen you as that person, Luther, who is on a lampstand. You just shine. Your faith shines through you in your family relationships and your interpersonal relationships. It glows on you. And that is something that I will always take with me, along with, is this turkey in season. So in closing, Luther, I just want to say congratulations on the first 90. Looking forward to being around for your second 90. And in closing, happy birthday.
This is a tribute from someone who wishes to not reveal their identity. It goes as follows. When I first met Luther, he was very polite and hospitable. Then, when I engaged him in conversation with my limited English, I thought it a little odd that he wouldn't answer my questions right away, but would pause for a while before he would respond. It took me a while before I came to realize that he took the extra time to consider all of the possibilities, and then he would come up with a well-reasoned response. Instead of being slow, I was witnessing a brilliant mind at work. This was, of course, confirmed by the fact that he was hired as an engineer by IBM, where he distinguished himself through his numerous innovations and inventions. When we were visiting, when Luther and Liana still lived in Owego, so one day, Luther decided that I needed to learn how to shoot a gun. With Luther being a champion marksman, I agreed, albeit reluctantly. The site he chose was very, very quiet. I only learned later on that it was right next to a cemetery. I didn't recognize it as such due to the many overgrown weeds right next to it. As far as hitting actual targets, he kicked my behind, but we had a fun day and probably shot some restless souls back into their graves. Luther also provided me with the first opportunity to become part of the American economy. He hired me to wash, wax, and polish his 1958, I think, Chevy Impala. I eagerly wanted to earn some money, so I worked very hard at the task. It wasn't easy, since it was a very big car compared to the VWs and other small European cars I was used to. It had lots and lots of chrome, all of which I made sure was brought to a lustrous shine. Luther seemed to be happy with the job I did, and he handed me a crisp and brand new $1 bill. I was thrilled, since that was the very first money I had earned in America. That was also the impetus for me to earn more. So about a week later, I became a newspaper boy delivering the Long Island Press, and later on, Newsday on my bike, up and down the many hills of Seacliff and Glen Head, while also learning English in the process. Then, in the fall, I began my studies at North Shore High School, and the rest is history. But Luther gave me the head start. Thank you, Luther. Happy 90th birthday. With love.
My favorite memory of Grandpap growing up was bike rides in the neighborhood after dinner in Florida, and also all the trips to the shooting range we made. But the most common theme, whether it was the bike trip or the gun shooting trip, was always the ice cream. We always had to follow up everything with ice cream, And one of the favorite memories was stopping at Friendly's on the way home from the shooting range, and it'd be our little secret from Omi. And the most impactful thing Grandpap did was all the love he provided to the family.
Well, I've been in the family very long, but my fondest memory has been one time I went over for dinner, and he came out with one of the guns he was making because he really wanted to show it, and he was very proud of it, and it was pretty cool. So.
And Bryce says he is looking forward to making many memories with his great-grandfather.
That's right.
So we love you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Grandpa.
First, I want to tell you about the newest addition to our family, Pumpkin. She's over there right now. I'll get her quick. Pumpkin, and I'll show you the Grandpa. I am you. Now, this is Pumpkin. She's very friendly and playful. And she doesn't like getting in photos either. Yeah, we love you.
Say one of my favorite memories is learning to shoot the guns with you in your backyard, shooting the metal tin cans with the BB gun and pellet gun, and probably favorite memories is playing Elver House with you and Omi really late at night and bringing out all those good horses.
I like
So happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Hi, Grandpa. Happy 90th birthday. So for this tribute video, I was told to pick a favorite memory or how you impacted my life. But I really couldn't pick just one. Between you sneaking us cereals or snacks that contained food coloring that Omi didn't approve of, or taking me fishing, or making stilts for Charity and I to practice on, always finding room in our belly for dessert, though secretly we know it was so Omi would give you dessert too. You also taught me about the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and the right to bear arms and why it was so important. Most memorable, you taught me about gun safety and how to shoot. So this is the certificate that you gave me on April 28, 2009, when I passed your class. And I keep a pile of our target range practices because you told me it was good for confidence. So here are some of the best ones that I found. So this one is from March 18th, 2020. Look at that, Grandpa. Your granddaughter did that. And here's my absolute favorite. This is from July 15th, 2011. And you actually wrote here, 4 in the red. That's what you taught me. You taught your granddaughter that. Thank you so much. You continue to teach me so much, and I am so proud of you. When I worked for a military employer who doubted me for being a civilian, you sent me your certificate from being in the Navy, along with your letter of appreciation from the Navy when you worked at IBM. I still keep these things, and I cherish them, and I cherish you. I am so proud of you and lucky to have you as my grandpa. I love you so much. Happy 90th birthday.
Hey Luther, I heard you have a birthday coming up pretty soon. I wanted to leave a short video and tell you I hope you have a great 90th birthday. You are one of the sweetest people that I have ever met, and we couldn't be luckier to have you and Liana as neighbors. And I can remember a while back when I had been sick and that you either called every couple days or texted, and just to try to find out if there was anything that we needed or that I needed, or if you needed help with anything. And there's not a lot of neighbors that would do that. There's family that won't even do that. But anyway, I just wanted to leave a short video and tell you happy birthday. I hope you have a great one, and you take care. Bye.
Hey Luther, this is Jerry Johnson, your neighbor, just wishing you a very happy 90th birthday from one cowboy to another. I hope this is the best birthday ever, and I'm sure it will be. And want to tell you that we think you're the best neighbors we could have ever had. Anytime you're always asking how we're doing, if you need any help, we are always there, and we really appreciate you being the best neighbors anybody could ask for. So have a great 90th birthday. Don't eat too much cake though; it's not good for you. So take care, and again, have a great birthday.
Howdy, partner. I'm Kerry Brown, firstborn of Luther Brown. Luther Brown taught me many important lessons. Number one, put your trust in Jesus. He led me to the Lord at the dining room table when I was 12 years old. We were in church every time the door was open, and we were the ones turning off the lights after every service. We grew up in the Appalachian Mountains of upstate New York, and so there was snow several months out of the year. So sometimes after these church services, we might be in the parking lot, and he might do a few donuts with the car on the way out. And then he taught us another important lesson, Melanie and I. Going in these mountains with deeper snow, we would get more traction if we put all of our weight down in the car. So Melanie and I would scrunch down, trying to put all our weight down so we'd get enough traction to get through some of the snow drifts. Another important lesson Luther taught us is gun safety. Every gun is always loaded. You have to prove to yourself it's not loaded. Know what is behind whatever you're shooting at. Never, ever, ever point your gun at anything you're not willing to destroy, even if it's a toy gun. Another lesson, always respect authority. Respect your parents, respect your teachers, respect the police, respect authority. We would not think of doing any of the nonsense that you see in the news nowadays. Honor your parents. He taught us this by example. Every Saturday night, he would call his parents. This is back when phone calls were expensive, and you had to budget for them and save up for them. Every Saturday night, he would call them, even if he was out of town or out of the country. He would call them, even when he was not exactly a spring chicken himself. So the Bible says that if you honor your parents, things will go well with you and you'll live to be old. On Luther's 88th birthday, he had an important announcement to make. He was very happy about this, excited. I said, "What is it? What is it?" He said, "I have successfully navigated my midlife crisis." So, I think that's good. It goes along with him honoring his parents. His midlife went to 88, so I'm hoping that his senior years will be at least as long as his midlife years were. Thanks, Dad. Love you.
Hi, Dad. It's an honor to be able to wish you a happy 90th birthday. So I'm so grateful to have this opportunity. You have certainly impacted my life in amazing ways because first off is just how you raised Carrie and raising him in a Christian home and being a wonderful example of what a father and a husband should be. Has been a huge blessing in my life, so thank you for being a wonderful role model for Carrie, your son. So I'm very, very grateful for that. And thank you also for welcoming me into your home when we got married and your family. And I'm grateful to be able to call you Dad and Mom and have you as my parents now, especially since my other parents are gone. It's a blessing to have you and Mom as my parents now, so thank you for that. Thank you also for teaching me my very first gun safety course when I knew absolutely nothing about guns. I still know very little, but you have taught me a whole lot, so thank you very much for that. And just thank you for being a man of honor and integrity and willing to take a stand for what you believe in. I mean, even now writing letters to the editor and standing up for what's right and true, that's important, and you just make a difference in the world and in so many other people's lives that way. So thank you. I'm very, very grateful. And so it's an honor to wish you a happy 90th birthday. I love you. Happy birthday, Dad.
Hi, Luther. Happy birthday. Happy 90th birthday. This is Ruth, and we are traveling, so I hope this works out okay. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you how much you enriched Richard's life. He really thought of you as a great, great friend. In fact, he thought of you as a brother. And you brought many, many wonderful moments to his life. And I know he treasured those, and I hope you do too. Okay, happy birthday, Luther. And I hope you enjoy your 90th birthday. Good for you. Bye.
Hi, Luther. Happy birthday. Happy 90th. This is Gia from Idaho. Greetings. And I wanted to wish you a happy day. And I remember as a kid you took us all flying and you turned the plane engine off and we dropped from the sky. And it was pretty terrifying but pretty fun, and what a great memory. And thank you for coming to all my ice skating shows over the years. It was really fun to see you. And I hope you have a great day.
Happy birthday, Uncle Luther. Happy 90th. That is amazing. So we were asked to give some examples of memories. So two of the memories that I have that I'll always remember is the first one is you took us for an airplane ride. And that was just a blast as kids. We had a great time learning all about it, and the excitement we could see in your eyes. It was just a great, great time. I'll always remember that. Another time that I remember is when we went to visit, you would give us different things that you would find that we would find interesting, and one of those was you'd always give us little bullet casings, all different types and sizes and shapes and everything, and I always just loved that. I was always excited to see what new things and interesting things you would show us or even give us. So that was just a very, very big memory that I'll remember for a long time. And then the other question we were asked to talk about was how we were impacted by you. And in my case, I will definitely say all the stories that you used to tell us about working at IBM and working on I think it was an LMPS helicopter. It was really stuck with me when I was younger, and because of that was one of the main reasons I went into engineering, electrical engineering. So I have basically you to thank for kind of guiding me into that industry and into that career, and I'll always remember that and be extra super thankful for all that guidance that you gave me way back when. So hopefully you have a great birthday, happy 90th again, and hope to see you soon. Thanks.
Hey Luther, this is Sarah.
And Daniel Stahl.
Just want to say happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Hi, Luther and Liana.
Hi, Luther.
Guten Tag. Greetings from Hershey, Pennsylvania, the sweetest place on earth. Just want to make sure we got in under the line here and wish you, Luther, a happy 90th birthday. Wow, 90 years. Who would guess, huh? You look good, and we wish you many more years. Ivan's next door in Hershey, and he'll be 92 this year, so Mom would have been 88, I think. So many good memories from years ago. Long Island, growing up and visiting you in New York, flying, learning how to shoot. So many good memories, and learning German from Liana. Very little, but sometimes it comes in handy. So we just wanted to share our love and best wishes with you. I know you're not in Florida and relocated to Tennessee, and I'm sure that was a good move for you and closer to Melanie and whatever. And hope you're doing well and staying safe. If you ever get up here in Hershey again, give us a call. We're enjoying retirement. We travel and we spend winters in Florida. So you can call us the Pennsylvania snowbirds. But we're still happy and healthy, and I see you are too. So hope you keep in touch. If we ever get down to Tennessee, we'll make sure and give you a buzz. And would love to hear from you guys again sometime. And hope you and all your family are well. And again, congratulations on 90. I hope I make it. Hope we make it. We're staying active, but the aches and pains crawl up on you. So God bless you, Luther and Liana, and your whole family.
Happy 90th birthday, Luther, and best wishes for many more. I hope you enjoy your day.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Hey Luther, your old friend Dave Nichols here. Just wanted to wish you a happy 90th birthday and share my appreciation, my love for you. So I'm so thankful for your friendship over the years. You've always been such an encouragement to me personally and to my family and to my children. We have always been amazed at your faithfulness to the Lord and your love for Him. Remember those good old days back in Stewart, when you served on the school board. You were such a blessing to me and such a help to me as a younger man in the ministry. Thank you for your fun times out hunting and the hunting camps, and what you've taught me in the way of guns, and just the blessing that you've been to me over the years. And I want to wish you a very special day, this on your birthday. God bless you.
Hi there, my name is Paul. This is my wife Catherine. This is our daughter Felicity. We were friends of Luther and Liana for 10 plus years while they lived down here in Florida. And we just wanted to say something to honor Luther and just to wish him a happy birthday. You know how there are certain people that have things that they're super passionate about. They love to talk about it and they love to share it with others. Like fishing, for example, or exercising, or photography. Well, some of you might be aware that Luther has had an occasional casual interest in guns through the years, off and on. And because of our close friendship, I caught that passion from Luther, and my interest in guns began to grow, and my collection of guns began to grow, all because of Luther. We just loved going to their house. We would go there and we would see a towel on the counter, and on top of that towel would be different gun parts or ammunition or sometimes even firearms. And when I saw that, I knew that today I was going to learn something super interesting. Then we would sometimes disappear into the garage or into the office for hours, and Liana would come over and peek her head in, and she would say, "Okay, enough talk time, boys." And we would laugh and say, "Oh no, we're almost done. But we knew we were lying. We weren't even close, because this happened time and time and time again, hours into the night. My funniest memory of Luther was when I got this gun, this 1911, and I brought it to his house right away. I was excited to show it to him, and we were taking it apart, and we had just loosened the bushing up front here, and something shot out. The recoil spring was so strong that it caused something to fly off the gun, and we didn't know what it was. We looked around the floor, and Kat actually said, "Hey, I think something went up top there." So, spur of the moment, I just hopped onto the countertop, and I peeked over the cabinets, and there it was. This bushing had flown over our heads onto the cabinet. And Luther, as always, with this sense of humor, said, never had that happen to me before. Anyway, Luther, we just wanted to say happy birthday to one of the greatest men we know. Thank you for your interest in our lives. Thank you for sharing all that you have with us. And we love you. We miss you so much. And we're happy to hear that you're up there with family and new friends up there. So anyway, happy birthday. Hope to see you soon. And we'll talk to you later.
Happy birthday to you, Dad. I remember when people were asking you at the anniversary celebration what the secret was for 60 years of marriage, your response was perseverance. And so we're here today celebrating your 90th birthday also because of perseverance. I think that your perseverance is evidenced in your favorite mantra. A good Boy Scout is always prepared. How many times have we heard that? Even though you never were a Boy Scout, and I couldn't be a Boy Scout, you still work diligently to install that mantra into our family. Along with the proverb, patience is virtue. We practiced our virtue of patience while you were busy thinking ahead and preparing everything we might need to be self-sufficient. Come to think of it, that's probably the origin of my endless planning and organized thinking. You had a difficult time trying to help me with my homework, though. When it came time to learn calculus, you wanted to try to teach me to do it using a slide rule. Now, the teachers wanted me to use my fancy-dancy Texas Instruments calculator, so we had some really long nights of trying to learn from each other. But we had a lot of fun flying and chasing the clouds, and I still love to fly through the clouds. You keep trying to tell me that it's very dangerous because you never know what's inside those clouds, but that's why I like to do it. I like to go look and see what's inside those clouds. And then there was one time that we ended up in a dire situation. You were remembering it the other day, and I don't think I ever realized what a dire situation it was, that it was a matter of life and death, because you just made it work and you knew what you needed to do and you were well prepared and you landed us safely. So thank you for that. That was fun. So one of my key connecting points for you was to try to stay connected through your guns and shooting and target practicing and things like that. And one of my earliest memories is of the little ducky shooting gallery that we had downstairs. It had little ducks, remember, that went around on the little wheel or gears or whatever it was, and we would take the BB gun and pop those little duckies and had so much fun with that. I was planning on doing that if we had a live birthday party, but of course that didn't work. So when I became of age to go deer hunting, I was really looking forward to it because I figured you'd be really proud of me when I shot my first deer. But then you told me that I had to gut the deer myself if I shot one. So I never went hunting. That was just more than I could stomach. I heard not too long ago that you ended up taking another young hunter shooting for the first time, and you gutted the deer for him. You must have mellowed in your teaching style through the years. I know when you came to Tennessee, you were terribly discouraged that you had to complete the whole handgun safety gun training course in order to be able to get your handgun carry permit. But I saw it as a perfect opportunity to connect with you again, so I volunteered to do the course with you. I think you were a bit surprised that our test scores kept pace with one another. And when you proved to the teacher that one of the answers was actually wrong, you might have ended up with a better score than I. But I actually did better on the target portion. I'm sure it's just a matter of your aging eyesight, right? Well, we did well and we had fun. And so now for 90 years, you have continued with perseverance and patience and virtue. Thank you. Happy birthday. I love you, Dad.
The day I first met Mr. Luther Brown was a fitting conclusion to an already overwhelming day. For the first time ever, I ventured away from those beloved southern states. Might somebody whistle Dixie, please, to find myself on the other side of that infamous Mason-Dixon line. Now, I know what some of you were thinking, and you would be quite right, because my mother did tell me about those other people on the other side of that line, and she used to say, now, honey, those people up there ain't like us. But as you might surmise, I had business of the heart to attend to. Matters that could not be pardoned by any sensible solution. For Luther Elwood Brown was the ever-loving father of a young woman I was profoundly taken by. And given that I was smitten by the stirring of formidable forces, meeting Mr. Brown was as inescapable and unavoidable as anything unavoidably inescapable could ever be. Meeting him was to be my destiny. I remember that terrifying thought that I kept playing over in my 20-year-old mind, that just kept playing over and over. And it was this: what if he does not think I am fit company for his little girl? So there I was, 800 miles away from where I thought I would never leave to go where I thought I would never go, up north. I never shall forget that thought in my mind. That sheer terror turned into nothing but sheer unexplainable peace, and I remember the very moment when that happened. Luther looked at me and said, "So you are Kirk?" "Yes, sir," I said readily, as if I were a buck private standing up in the presence of a commander general. "You like shooting, son?" "Yes, sir." "Then let's go across the road and fire a few." Never mind. That short walk across over to the shooting range was through a graveyard. It was then, at that moment, where it all came clear. I had an epiphany. Either he's going to discreetly get rid of me, or I was going to become something of an addition to this family. So, Dad, I would have to say that you are to me one of the two greatest men I have ever known, because you didn't shoot me that day. My grandfather who raised me, and you who have inspired me through these many years, I am privileged to have called you both my dad. Dad, when I think of you, this simple mantra comes to mind: always do what is right. Perhaps this was the legacy passed down to you from your father, who believed that serving our fellow man was the most notable achievement known to mankind itself. You once told me there are two great things I have done that I am not proud of, but how many of us, Dad, who can actually say that there are only two things that we regret? You're one of them. So, Dad, how may we attempt to sum up your 90 years of life? A man who has walked so well among us all. You don't. Instead, we simply choose to celebrate and remember you for the great man you are. Dad, I love you.
Howdy, Uncle Luther. Have a wonderful 90th birthday. One of my favorite memories of you is sitting over the table with Dad talking about your latest hunting strategies. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Hi, Uncle Luther. It's Cindy, your niece. I want to wish you a happy 90th birthday. I'll never forget all the hunting trips you made up here and the lunches we had at my house, especially the one hunting season where it was so warm and you guys just came up on the front porch and took all your jackets and coats off and left them out there, I think, for the rest of the day. Okay, well, have a great birthday. You were a great brother to Dad. You guys sure had a lot of adventures together. Bye.
This is the old man in the dirt, probably more politically correct saying the old man in the soil. But I take questions, get phone calls and all kinds of stuff. And the other day I got a question of, what's the definition of a farmer? I said, boy, that's kind of a tough one, because there's a lot of different kinds of farmers. There's wheat farmers and soybean farmers and hog farmers and cabbage farmers and carrot farmers. That's kind of a tough one. It took me a while to think about it, but after some thinking about it, I come up with the answer. Probably the best definition is outstanding in his field. And after going through that, I got another question about, well, what's the good definition of a friend? And I said, well, that one's easy. It won't take long at all. Luther Brown's the definition of a real good friend. Happy birthday, Luther.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Grandpa! We're here from Colorado to wish you a happy birthday. Say happy birthday, Carly. Oh, good job. You waved. Okay, Micah. Say happy birthday. Just by yourself.
Happy birthday, Grandpa.
Happy birthday. So we're supposed to share memories of you. Obviously, my favorite memory of you is the fact that the two of us are engineers together. We're the two engineers of the family. So there's the Ohm's law that you've taught me who knows how many times now, starting at a very young age. So I'm grateful for that. Ham radio. I remember once you took us, Faith and I, to the Power Museum. That was a great engineering experience for me. Building stilts. Remember the summer we built stilts? When we walked around the backyard. I think that warm garages, the smell of warm garages, will forever remind me of you. Jokes after dinner, so many jokes. So some of those I've added to my joke repertoire. So we just love you so much, Grandpa. It's been so wonderful celebrating all these 90 years? Is that what we're 90 years, the 36 that I've been around for. So, love you lots. Micah, do you want to run around in your horse costume? Show me your horse costume. Hey, Carly, wave again. Say happy birthday. You waving? You waving? Happy birthday. Love you, Grandpa.
You want me to turn it off now?
Yes.
Hi, Luther. Happy birthday to you. This is Marion Beth from Appalachian. I live in a little house that Jeffrey built for his ex-wife's grandmother 20 years ago. Just the right size for me. This is the living room. This is the bedroom. And this is the bathroom. This is the hallway that leads out to the
exit. But I want to show you first of all, well, here's my kitchen too. This is just a very handy little place. There's a nice bar and the kitchen all in one place. My little table, and I'll show you the wraparound deck that I have here. I enjoy very much. Now the pond looks pretty sad right now, but it was beautiful not too long ago. Just haven't had enough rain to keep it replenished. He's going to redo it in a couple of years, I guess. But anyway, I enjoy this porch. It goes around to the back of the house and then all the way around to the front. And out here is my garden and sidewalk to the driveway, my garage. I have everything that I need that God has supplied so abundantly, and I praise Him for it. I'm going to take you over to Jeffrey's house, but I'm going to shut this off and pick it up again so you can see his place and his living room chock full of his trophies. So I'll talk to you again in a minute.
Happy birthday, Luther. My mother is filming me.
Okay.
But I hope you're enjoying your 90th birthday.
Yeah.
And send me a video of you celebrating and eating cake. How's that? And she's going to show you my antlers here, the deer mounts and whatnot.
Okay, there's bear hanging over there. I don't know, that's a big buck. He's got a big cougar, or what is that? And he's got a huge elk, is this?
That's an elk.
Yeah. And you got that where?
In Idaho.
Oh, you did? Oh. Okay. So you can see, this is every hunter's dream. Wildlife wherever you turn. He's even got a little, is this a bobcat?
That's a mountain lion.
This one right here?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, gee, turkey.
That's a birthday cake.
It looks really, really real. So, anyway. Okay, and I want to show you his garden. Thank you, Jeffrey.
I'm going to put the camera on you now, Mother.
No, please.
Yeah. Did you do that yet?
No.
She's camera shy, Luther. Yeah, she thinks it's funny.
Okay. Jeffrey has a very unique garden here. He built these round stone circles. I think, what are there, 6 of them, Jeff? 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's got blueberry bushes and a lot of work. Anyway. Okay, good night, Jeffrey. Okay, we're at Pam's house now. They've got a nice ranch house here with 2-car garage and beautiful, beautiful plantings all around. Joel has done a beautiful job of decorating the outside of the house with lots of beautiful stuff. And here's Pam.
Well, I was thinking about it. You know, when people go away when you're young, like they forever are Mr. and Mrs. So I'm thinking, oh, I need to say happy birthday to Mr. Brown. I'm 56 years old. I probably can call you Luther. Happy birthday, Luther. It's been a long, long time.
Yeah.
And a lot of fond memories of you and Liana. And thinking about going up to your house and just the kids and stuff. It's been a long time, but you guys were a good testimony to a Christian family. And it was really nice. When I think about being up there, I was thinking about when Mom and Dad went to Florida, I think it was, and I was here by myself. You guys had invited me up for dinner. And I remember where I was sitting and everything because it was so profound. You served gooseberry soup. I'd never heard of such a thing in my whole life. A mosquito's getting me, I'm sorry. And I remember looking down at this bowl of pink with these floating eyeballs as far as I was concerned. And I got it down, you know, and everybody else was like having seconds, and I remembered Liana saying, do you want another bowl? And I said, no thank you. She said, well, didn't you like it? And I said, well, I could get used to it. I remember the whole conversation because I don't like telling people that I don't like their food. I've never had it again since, so I don't think maybe I would probably like it much better, but maybe since I'm 56, I could have 2 bowls and make it look good.
This is their a little area here with a pergola.
Yep.
Very nice. Very nice plantings. And
This is all Joel with his green thumb. For years I stayed inside and he would do stuff and I'd say, I can barely keep the inside of the house clean. I don't think I can keep up with all this weeding. And so he's been pretty good about weeding, or else as we get older, he hires young people to come and help with the house. So
yeah,
this is a nice little spot.
Yes.
Especially on a hot day like today. It got up to 91.
Yeah,
So,
right. Well,
anyways.
That's not real hot for Tennessee, though, I don't think.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's
Let's
true.
see, they've
That's
got
true.
this.
So we light this thing up. There's lights on it, and there's a fire pot in the middle. And when the kids were in school, in high school, we did a lot of parties here. They're all kind of doing their own thing now.
Yep.
And so it's kind of, they're still home. 2 of them are, but they're off with their friends more often than not. So,
Yeah.
anyways, but I do remember you folks. It's like your life comes in chunks. There was the Ross Corners chunk, and there was the chunk from South Owego Bible Church, and different churches. But the times when you guys were here, and I think I was probably the most overlapped with Heidi, didn't I?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And I don't even know how many kids she has. I have 3 girls. I'm sure Mom has kept you up on all of that. And one is married, and one's boyfriend just got here to work on the yard. And he's studying aviation and hoping to be a missionary pilot. And Anna's in Ithaca for her 24th birthday today.
Yeah.
So everybody's old, and I feel old.
Yeah.
And you're really old.
Okay, with that, we'll say goodbye.
Thank you.